Okay, we are at the homestead now, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview. The grass is coming in very nicely. They've gotten all the fertilizer and loving care that they're going to get, and they're growing. It's growing like weeds, no, like grass. But Karen wanted me to show. Karen, you wanted me to show you the boogie that you planted, and it's right there, DOA, as they say. There's the other one here. I doubt very much if that's coming back too, but it's still stuck in the ground. This is the other plant that you put in, and I think that's looking quite nice. They are getting water. Here are your geraniums and all of the other plantings that you put back here. The only thing that you have to concern yourself is there's a lot of undergrowth too that needs to be taken out, but we can take care of that. That's easy stuff. There's, I think, that ginger back there. Looks like it. See it back there? I think you planted it, but. And then here's your Mexican petunia, looking rather stately. And although it's not in bloom, this is the something or other, whatever lattice stuff. Keep forgetting what that is. And yeah, looking quite nice. There's your other one. Oh, jasmine, that's what that stuff is, jasmine. And then the bird of paradise that took over Manhattan. Look at this thing. Probably pushing 10 feet tall or more, maybe 11 or 12. And still waiting for a blossom. But looking quite spectacular, particularly since it got a little burned the last time around. And as you can see, there's our loquat tree. And then way in the background, doing very well, in the fire pit. Even though it's been hacked back, look at how nice that growth is. It's just amazing. So we'll zip over here and check out all the other plants. Here's the corn plant, growing even more from the last couple of weeks. I think that's last growth on the top is all brand new. And I think this is called the copper plant. Not quite sure, but I think it is. And then we've got other various flora and flora, not fauna. Yeah, flora, not fauna. Alamanda's looking quite good. And look at the plumeria. That is pretty amazing. The leaves on this thing are really fattened up and looking just spectacular. And there's a gecko going right to the top of that tallest bougainvillea, or bougainvillea. Yeah, he's asserting his territory up there. Anyhow. And then we've got other things that are here. And wait till you see what the coleus have done. Jeez, oh man. I'll walk you around. Look at how beautiful that coleus is. I think that's coleus. Of course it is. And then there's, I think that's another little bird of paradise sitting right there. If I'm not correct, I think it is. Anyhow, oleander's doing very well. Very pretty blossoms on it. And then we've got, I don't know, those are vinca, maybe? What do I know? I know two plants, dead and alive. And look at that hydrangea. Is that a blossom and a half, or a bloom and a half, or what? And I'll zoom over. Look at that. There's a croton, I guess. But here's the murderer's row right here. Between the coleus, which are getting gigantic, and even the little coleus hiding behind the sundial. Look at how beautiful that whole thing is. And there, of course, is the ubiquitous kitty cat that has been here pretty much all day, essentially sleeping all day. Anyhow. So there's the side edge of this, and just beautiful, just beautiful. Oh, kitty woke up. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. How are you? You sleeping? Nope, no, not interested. But there's the view from on top of the bell curve, as we say. And now we're going to take you over to the other new plantings Karen put in. And she wanted to see how, I think these ginger she had put in, they're doing spectacularly. And the peace lily, it got a little fried because too much sun over there, but it looks like it's going to be okay. And then here's all of the new plantings Karen put in. And between the water they get from us at the irrigation and all the rain yesterday, they're doing very well. Doing very well. And then there's the spectacular Bismarck palm. So I'll give you a nice scan of what Woodwind Acres looks like in almost its full summer regalia. I'll walk you over to the Dell, as we've said before, or the orchard as it used to be, or maybe even is still called. And this is slowly knitting itself together, but there's only so much you can do with this backfield. I have no idea why it's not growing better, but there's that center section that's a bit problematic, but I think it's slowly but surely knitting itself together. This is the oak tree planting area that Karen put in, and it looks like everything is doing quite very nicely. All the plants are nice and healthy, nothing looks wilted. Red tie look very good. I'll do a quick walk around here. These are little red plants are doing, and there's begonias maybe. And these rust-colored things, I don't know what they are, but they're really doing well. I think they get quite a bit of water too. And there's the other peace lily with two blossoms. Hey, one of them wasn't open yesterday. How nice. And you can see the other coleus that are there in the red tie. And then I'll do a zoom over. This is the orchard part of the Woodwind Acres Dell, and you can see the blossoms. They're kind of orange or something like that, and the hibiscus, and then there's kind of a, whatever they called it. Karen called it, I'm not sure. And lots of fruit this year, lots of fruit on the fruit trees. So we should at least have maybe 3 dozen pieces of fruit, if not more. Okay, all done.